What's up, YouTube? I'm Zach.
And I'm JJ.
And we are going to talk about how to disassemble and clean a Springfield XD 9mm. We made a couple videos on how to disassemble these. Pretty common. So we're going to strip it first. Make sure that chamber indicator is down. Don't want to do any kind of field strip. Pop that slide back. Lift up that lever. See that.
Pull the trigger.
Pretty simple. Pop that spring out. Not a lot of pressure as much as on the tactical like we showed. Pop out the barrel. I like using this stuff. It's relatively cheap. Does a good job. It's depending on where you are, running about $8 to $10. You can get it at Walmart. I got it at where we like to shoot at the range. It evaporates pretty quick, but uses or leaves a decent enough residue on there that everything stays pretty well lubed up. I like to start. I don't know if you like taking off the spring or leaving it. I like to start with a good spray. Should put a rag on here or something, and just try to get off all the gunk that's on there. A good majority of it.
And this is a brand new gun too, so it shouldn't have a lot on it, but no. It may.
Everything's and that's what you guys want to really get into the habit. I mean, you all know this. Clean your gun every single time after you shoot it.
Every time.
And it'll keep it good forever. I mean, there's no matter how little you shoot it, you could shoot, put 2 clips through it, and it's going to be filthy after you clean it.
Yeah, if you want a good functioning firearm, definitely don't be lazy. Definitely clean your gun, do a good job at it, take the time, and know that you can count on it when you need it.
Get a good coat on there. Get all that stuff. Yeah, the barrel's going to be the dirtiest part. I like to get in there. The interior, we have that rod with the brush. One of those.
I must have misplaced it actually. It's for the 9mm. That's okay. We'll get to the inside of the barrel on a different
yeah, I mean, we're not going to clean this thing to where it's going to win first place at a clean gun show. Just kind of show you the basics, but more than anything, I'll take it apart. What we like to use.
Especially people that are new with guns and really don't know how to take these apart and don't know how to... What should you clean? What should I do to clean this gun to make sure that it is a smooth running, always firing gun? And, it's not just important to clean like the barrel and the spring and stuff like that. It's also important to clean inside the slide like he is doing. And, every little crevice inside here that you can get to, that you can get oil on, it's really important to clean. Even inside the frame here, there's a few mechanical little parts in here. You want to get those nice and clean so that slide operates really, really well on top of this. And, basically, you just want to treat it like you would a new car.
Absolutely. This pretty clean polymer.
And this one's the Springfield XD 9mm, in case you guys were wondering there. And it's a pretty good gun.
Absolutely good.
I think we're both really big fans of the Springfield XDs in general. We said on previous videos, the Springfield XD is a really great starter gun. It's very versatile, very, very user-friendly. And, the Springfield XD, you really can't go wrong with it. It is a medium-priced gun. You're going to spend, roughly $600 after taxes and DOJ and all that to get pretty much any of them. The 45, the 40 cal, the 9mm, they're all going to run you right around the same. The 9mm is slightly cheaper, but I mean we're not talking a lot of money here. And the 9mm comes with a really great package. We've talked about it in previous videos. How the 9mm that we got right here came with the range bag, the 5 magazines, the gun itself, and it cost right about $539, $549, something like that. About $600 out the door, which isn't bad. And you definitely can't go wrong with the Springfield XD.
No. And so that's the first kind of pass I made on it. Like I said, I like to soak them and just scrub everything down that I can. And then I'll take a clean rag and go through one more time and just kind of try to dry them and get them clean as I can. And in the past couple of videos, guys, we might have made a couple mistakes or tried putting the wrong spring in the wrong gun. This is our first couple videos, and try not to judge us. We don't do a lot of editing, so
We're definitely new at doing YouTube videos, and basically we're doing this basically to help people and help us and help ourselves. We want to see where this goes, and see if we can really get out there and get a lot of viewers and get a lot of people watching our stuff, and just do a really good job, be entertaining, stuff like that. We're big into guns, church, everything. We like to do a little bit of everything. We fish, we hunt, and we basically want to take you guys along for the ride and show you guys what we're all about, and hopefully have a few laughs along the way, and hopefully you guys enjoy our videos.
yeah, stick with us. We'll try to show you some pretty cool stuff.
Maybe a few pranks, you never know. Something. Good stuff.
So now I got these pretty dry, pretty clean, no standing residue.
But
So
a little bit is okay, though.
for the final pass, I said I like to get a rag wet so it just kind of stays, and then lightly spray everything. One more time. Wipe off as much excess, but a little bit of standing, like you said, is good, is what you want.
And that was the point of spraying down the rag, too, so that way you do leave a little bit.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I get that. Should be pretty clean. Don't have to do a lot of scrubbing on this last pass. You don't want to actually do hardly any scrubbing, but just do kind of lightly. Just keep that film over it. If you have a good film, not too heavy though. That might be a little heavy. You guys can see it glistening.
A lot of complaints that I do hear about this Remington rim oil is a lot of people say, I don't like it because a lot of dirt collects on it. But personally, I haven't had that problem. And it kind of comes back to if you do a good job cleaning your gun, you use the oil properly and you use the proper amount. You don't leave a whole shit ton of oil, but you definitely leave a little bit. And you clean your guns after every time you use them, after every little trip you do. If you're out hiking up in the woods and stuff, and you're beating the brush and whatever you're doing, camping, it doesn't matter. When you get home, clean your gun. Do yourself a favor, keep your gun operating good. Make sure it's, completely cleaned and always in doomsday preparation. You want to make sure that gun is ready to go when you need it.
Yeah, it's great. It's great having an excuse though to have the gun out on the table and playing with it. Just cleaning it is just an excuse to play with your guns.
Yeah.
Obviously, be safe, but
Like if you're watching The Godfather or something.
yeah.
We all do it. We all play with our guns, watching shows and stuff. Don't do it with a loaded magazine though. Just have a good time. Have your guns out. Everybody does that whole scenario. If someone busted on the door right now, this is what I would do. The likelihood of that happening, especially when you're making a YouTube video, slim to none. Could happen, but I don't see it.
So I got that. Everything's pretty well lubed up. Everything's clean. Not a whole lot of standing oil. And we'll just assemble it back the way we came. That back. That goes in there. That. Not a lot of pressure. Like that.
It's the other way.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh shoot. Damn, I knew it. I almost edited that out.
The Springfield XD Tactical is slightly different.
That back. I was cleaning and pop that thing down. It's got to be up. That back, down.
There we
Always
go.
check before you pull that trigger. Always check that chamber indicator. Clean. Good. Little test. And then at the end of it all, I like to take one dry, clean rag and get the entire. Because I wipe this whole thing down, but you don't. Especially on the outside. Internal, you want that thing pretty lubricated, but on the outside, try to get that as dry as you possibly can. Because when you're working it and working the mechanisms, especially firing, stuff's kind of going to seep out from the inner components. And you'll find, especially right after you clean it, a lot of standing stuff. But as you go, just try to wipe down the outside as much as you can.
One good point, too, to make is, see how he did that is he let that oil sit on there for a little bit while he was doing stuff and putting the gun back together, which is a great thing. And the reason why is because it gives that oil a minute to soak into the metal and just really absorb into the gun. And, basically, you want to keep this thing oiled up real good, make sure they stay rust free. I've been up in the mountains and had it pouring down rain, and I mean I do clean my guns every time after I take them out, but I've never seen a speck of rust on any of these Springfield XDs, which goes to show that they are definitely very highly made. I've had other guns. I had a Marlin lever action 30-30 that every time you go out, if you got that thing wet, I mean, it was almost inevitable it was going to get rust. You could oil that thing up, clean it up real good, and it would almost, you'd see some sort of little something on there. So
that's it, and that's clean. Springfield XD 45 or 9mm. Sorry.
All right, YouTube. Well, thank you for watching our video, and like I said before, stay tuned, and we got some pretty cool stuff to come, and we're gonna talk about all sorts of stuff. How much money is the YouTube video is gonna make us, our side hustles, all this cool stuff. Just stay tuned, like, subscribe, share, and enjoy.
God bless.